everybody. Welcome back to our channel. In case you don't know us, I'm Jenna, this is Andy, and we are a couple travelers.
Yeah, we're heading to our first theme park today in a while, actually.
Yeah.
We're heading up to New Hampshire to go to Canobie Lake Park, one of the nicest amusement parks in New England, and we're going to check out all the rides and the safety procedures, and it should be a good day.
Yeah, we're really excited, and we're excited to bring you along with us. So let's go. But first, coffee. Okay, so while Andy is driving, just wanted to give you guys an update on how we got our tickets for the park. It's kind of similar to Disney right now, where besides buying a park ticket, you also needed to make a reservation for a specific day. So you can't just buy a ticket and then show up whenever you want. You have to make sure you have a park reservation to be able to enter. And you also had to say what time you plan to enter. So there was a time slot 15 minutes before park open, and then every 15 minutes after. And you can show up after your time, but you can't show up any earlier. So we chose the 10:30 time slot, which is actually when the park opens. So we can arrive anytime, we can enter the park anytime after 10:30. Other than that, everything else seems to be the same in terms of just buying your tickets and showing up.
Welcome to Canobie Lake Park in Salem, New Hampshire. It's actually my first time ever in New Hampshire.
And it's been about 10 years since I've been here. So we don't really have a game plan. It's very unlike us, not having a game plan going into a theme park. But we're just going to kind of walk around, see what we want to do, get on the rides, try to find the best treat to have here. And
first reactions, we went through security and everything. And for the most part, I mean, it's what you would expect at a theme park. I think the biggest X factor is just going to be the other people, like people just getting right up on you and ignoring the social distancing, and that's not necessarily something in the control of the park, but for the most part they are friendly and kind of doing what they need to do during this time. But I mean, overall reactions, like, this is a beautiful park so far, and
a beautiful day.
Yeah,
it's a good day.
So looking forward to seeing the rest of it, and we'll be sure to tell you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly if any of that happens. So yeah, let's go have a day.
Sounds good.
We just got off of Yankee Cannonball, which is the park's wooden roller coaster, and it was fantastic.
It was awesome. First of all, this wooden roller coaster is 90 years old.
Built in 1930,
Yeah, and I had never been on it before, and obviously you haven't either, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, really good airtime.
Yes.
It's actually on like the Register of Historic Places for the American Coaster Enthusiasts, which is the big like coaster fan club in the United States.
Right, yep.
So if anybody's ever at this park, it's a must ride for them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, interesting just from an operations perspective, we waited an hour and 8 minutes in line. One part of it because of the social distancing markers in the queue, and then they're only running one train, which is a little strange for coaster operations.
Yeah, if they ran two, I mean, I feel like we would have waited like 35 minutes and it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But even so, we waited that long. I got off the ride, I didn't care. I had so much fun.
Yeah, it's a great ride. And for the most part, I mean, there's, like we said at the start of the video, the biggest variable in the park is going to be people following the rules. And we're not complaining or anything. It's just we want to show what it's like being in a park during a pandemic, which, at least from my perspective, it's still a weird feeling being here.
It's very weird.
I mean, the park, again, is doing a great job. It's just the people need to be more conscious of it. So But
for the most part, people have their masks on. There's been a
Yeah.
couple of people who in line don't have it fully on, but at least you are distant from them.
we're off to get some drink and some food. There's actually a nice food court right behind us here that we may check out, but at least some water at the very least.
Yeah, I'm very thirsty at this point.
All
Part
right.
of the line was in the sun, and then part was like in a canopy. So yeah, it's time for something to drink.
Let's go get some grub. All right, so now that we have some food and are sitting down, we'll do the responsible thing and
Mask off.
take the mask off. It's
Pocket.
not an official rule here, but it's we're taking a cue from the Disney parks, and it's just the responsible thing to do. Take your mask off only when you're eating and drinking while stationary.
Yeah.
So we got some bacon cheese fries.
Yes, please.
And
Nothing like fake cheese.
Before the bee gets here, and our hands are sanitized.
Yep. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot.
Plastic cheese.
The fries are like hand-cut fries.
Yeah, and I don't think we've told the viewers yet, but I used to work at an amusement park actually, so like it's always funny to go back to one. I worked at Adventureland on Long Island, which is a family-owned theme park. I was there in a part-time role for about 7 years, and then when I graduated school, was their social media and marketing manager for about 1.5 years.
It's a bee.
Yeah, but yeah, so I have a lot of.
I don't like
It's
bees.
okay.
Okay.
So I have a lot of inside knowledge of theme parks, so it's
Have you
always
seen the park?
it's always funny to go back and see how they do their food, do their rides, and
And these prices are so much cheaper. I'm so used to like Disney.
yeah. What
and
did
being
you
like,
pay for this?
I think it was $13 for like the chili, the bacon cheese fries were like 6 something, and then we got a water bottle and a Diet Pepsi.
Not bad.
So $13 is not bad
No.
at all. One really cool thing at Canobie Lake Park is they have this height checking area. So you can come with your kids and see what rides they're tall enough to ride before actually walking over to a ride and having to check, which I think saves a lot of time.
A classic theme park ride is the antique cars, so we're gonna jump on those now, and I will drive.
Yeah, we all know what happens when I drive.
Right, right.
Why is it going like this?
Left, left.
I don't understand why he keeps doing that. I'm awful. Don't hit the side, Mandy. Look to your left.
I can't. I'm driving.
It's not a real driving. Is this as fast as it goes?
Yep.
It's so slow.
I'm flooring it.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. You're no fun. You're a good driver.
No, I'm not giving us like neck problems.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Stop turning the wheel. What did you just find out?
Oh, that the Ferris wheel is named after George Washington Gale Ferris? Never knew that.
I think I only know that because I used to work in an amusement park, but we're in the queue for the
Ferris wheel?
the Canobie Ferris wheel right now, and they have all these facts. So that's where
That's where I learned.
Jenna was enlightened.
Oh, we're moving. Oh. We just got out of line for the teacups, like the spinning ride. There were markers to keep everyone spaced apart, but nobody was listening. Everybody was on top of each other, and like
we just left. It's just not worth it. It's a stinky little ride. We thought it would be fun because it's very similar to like the teacups at Magic Kingdom, and it was going to be nice to do something like that, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
We're on the Ferris wheel, by the way.
Yeah, we're on the Ferris wheel. I thought we'd do a little, not a rant, but just like, again, telling you honestly how it is. I mean, we'll check a few more things out, and then I think we might call it a day. I mean, you don't really think about being in a public place like this during a pandemic until you're actually here. And like, we've been following the Disney bloggers, and everybody's been going to those parks, and like
It just seems like a whole different ballgame there.
Yeah, and I mean, we just keep asking ourselves this question of, if we spent $90 for tickets today for this regional park, you're spending thousands to go to Disney, but like, what's the experience actually like? You know, if we're this frustrated being here, spending under $100 as we go through the station, like, how is it when you're spending thousands and you're traveling, you're going on a plane, like you're doing all this stuff?
For people to just ruin it by not following very simple directions. Like, yes, it stinks to have a mask on. Like, obviously I don't want this on my face, especially when it's like 80 degrees out, but it's the little thing that I can do so I can have experiences like this and be in the theme parks right now and get a little bit of joy back in our lives, and people are just ruining it.
And I think that's like the frustrating thing, is that, you know, this reminds me of the 3005 music video by Childish Gambino. It's a great song. We're really honestly not trying to be overly negative. It's just, again, telling you guys how it is, and yeah, we'll go on the log flume for sure.
Is gonna like cut off right as we're about to go down the big drop.
There's a team member at the top.
Yeah, and she saw the GoPro and was like, put that away. But it didn't say no, it said no filming on Cannonball, so we didn't. This one didn't say no filming, it said no cameras and had a picture of a big camera. This is technically should be allowed. It says no loose things, and this is connected to my wrist.
Right.
So
I mean, we're all for following park rules and all that,
yeah,
so I mean.
But that one was unclear. Great ride, and you get wet, but it's like, you're not soaked. Like, I feel refreshed.
Yeah, it's a little, it's like 80 degrees today, so
yeah.
It's a cool, like it's in, and I don't like to walk around the park wet, so this is like manageable.
It was good, yeah. So now we're gonna go get Dole Whip.
Yes, at Canobie Lake, not Magic Kingdom.
Yeah,
Canobie Lake has Dole Whip, so.
Off we go.
Yeah. It's good. Good stuff.
Is it different than the one at Disney?
I feel like it's more pineapple-y. I think the one at Disney is more, it's like less fruity, more vanilla.
What's kind of worth It's delicious. It's very nostalgic. It tastes like Disney World, and it's a perfect treat for a hot day. Definitely recommend.
All right, we are now in the Canobie Lake Water Park section called Castaway Island. Yes, it's very nice.
It's super fun theming in here, and they have a lot going on. I mean, they have tropical bars, they have a grill, they have like kid areas, water slides, a lazy river that's also
A wave pool.
A wave pool.
Yeah.
So it's not a typical lazy river. It's got some thrills in there.
Yeah, it's pretty recent addition to the park. So like the theming is very new and overall pretty nice. I think just like if you look at the wave pool behind us, you don't need to have a mask on if you're in the water, and that's just a little probably a little too close for comfort.
Yeah. So technically in the water park, if you are eating or drinking and if you're in the water, you don't need a mask. But then if you're in the water and really close to people, like that's just not our comfort level right now. But I wish we were back in normal times.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that we're here is, again, still a little weird. So we'll just walk around a little bit, show you guys some of the attractions. So if you want to come here when things are hopefully back to normal, you'll get a rough idea of what it's like.
Yep. Section of the water park, and then the park over there is new, like they expanded it. You can tell this side's like a little, not outdated, but it's just less, I don't know, what do you
modern.
think? Yes, thank you. Everybody, here's the deal. We were just in line to get some lunch and we came across the worst line of the day. It wasn't moving like fast or slow. It was just there was no distancing. Let alone, oh, they're only distancing 2 feet. This was a different party from me. Like right behind us, pushing against us. So then we're pushing to the people. Like it was just like
it's a domino effect,
it's just.
I think because we were the last people in line. Some people got in behind us, and then I turned around. And then I think some people just like cut in, and
then
for whatever reason,
then it became like there was no
bottleneck,
space at all, and it was just like everybody was on top of each other. So we're like, all right, we're bailing.
Yeah.
And we hate that this video is now turning like so negative because like we're very positive people, and it's just like. I hate to say it, but I think if you're not going to a Disney or you're not going to a Universal, it's just not worth it right now.
Stay home.
It's just not worth it. And it is a holiday weekend. It's Labor Day weekend right now. So I don't know if the crowds are just more, but they are limiting capacity. Like we had to make a park reservation to come in here. But I think it's just too much.
Yeah.
All of the rides I wanted to ride looked like it was like an hour plus. Like we waited over an hour for Cannonball. We've done 4 rides today. We did Yankee Cannonball, we did the antique cars, we did the Ferris wheel, and then we did Sawmill Plunge.
Yeah. And
which were all great.
They're great rides, and I do want to call out that the team members who we've interacted with, either from the food service or just around the park.
Everybody's so nice.
Yeah, so taking I think the big takeaway here is taking the management and ownership aspect out of the equation. I think they're doing the best with the situation. I just think humans and people right now suck.
Yeah.
There's really no other way to say it.
This is why it's continuing to spread, is some people just don't care. And I saw somebody in line who had their mask down, saw the staff member was about to walk by, put their mask up, the staff member passed, because they were looking, and then pulled it back down. And I'm just like,
definitely a big thank you to the management for maintaining the park in this situation and doing the social distancing squad and being very on top of that. It's just, listen, people, human race, get your act together.
Yeah.
Seriously, just do it so we can get out of this situation. But I mean, I think we'll definitely come back here again under more normal circumstances.
Yeah, when things are back to normal, because it is a beautiful park. They have
beautiful.
Awesome rides. It's something for everybody, from the little kids to there's so much to do here. And if you live in the New England area, this is a must do for sure.
Totally.
So we will be back, but just not during the pandemic.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media at 8 Couple Travelers.
Yes. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, keep traveling.